It's the all-new game show. What's behind door number 1 and door number 2? It's called Your Next RV. By the way, if you're ever on those game shows, always take door number 1. What's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the Forest River Rockwood. This is the 2608BS. And yes, I had a little fun with those doors, but I am huge on separation of space, and they got this one right. What am I talking about? In the rear of the 2608BS, because this is a kitchen RV, but I wanted to start right back here in your sanctuary. You got yourself a 60 by 80 queen size bed with you got some beautiful strut-supported, blacked-out, inserted, framed wood doors with the matte black pulls. Your multifunction reading lights, decorative headboard, and, of course, nightstand space on both sides, plus windows on both sides with actual blackout shades. If you don't know about Rockwood, I used to make a joke all the time that whenever I would visit Camping Worlds, I never saw a Rockwood representative because they don't need them. They pretty much sell themselves. They are extremely well built from their 3-season to almost 4-season. Once again, I never like saying 4-season for anything because I don't know where you live. Type of coach to the gorgeous decor, the barreled ceilings, the composite construction, the vacuum bonding, everything about Rockwood screams top notch. So you're getting a top notch RV. If this is the first time taking a look at it, you're really dipping your toe into something nice with this one because I do not consider these entry level. I consider these luxury level without the luxury price tag. So if you're me and bougie, but you ain't got the bank account to support it, welcome to your RV. 6,900 pounds dry. You're looking at 29 feet, 8 inches. And right here in the back, I love how we have our own closet space. Now, sure, you do have some storage under the bed. And check it out. You got a handle strut supported, plus drawers and storage that's accessible from the exterior as well. So if you got something in there that you need to get to, that maybe you loaded from the back and it's raining, you got the safety and security to grab it without getting wet. Large rear window, plus I got another nightstand space with USB-C and A charging. Pressed surface countertops on my nightstands. The only thing I'm not crazy about is how close they are to the bed. Luckily, they're not over the bed like some of them, but I still feel like I'm gonna hit my elbow. But you do need that nightstand space. But for my closet, you got a mini chest of drawers underneath with some shelves. And your hanger is not just a bar, it's a grooved metal holder. So whatever you put in here is not gonna be sliding around. You also got your second AC, which is a Coleman Mach Whisper Quiet. It has the dual filters on it, plus the quick cool dump and your own access point. Now, to me, the 2608BS is a couples coach. Sure, you do have a couple of sleeping spaces in there potentially, but to me, this is a couples coach. But having the access point so that if you do have guests or kids, you and your loved one can come and go as you please. You walk right in here into the shower and get cleaned up without tracking stuff through the rest of your coach. And so can your guest. They can use the bathroom too because it's pass-through. So let me show you. It's real pass-through. Like, check me out. You see me here, right? You think this is my only way to get to you? No, because I got this too. You have a divider. You got a divider door that will allow you to go right into the living area without having to go through the bathroom. So if somebody is in here, maybe they're using the high-rise porcelain bowl with the foot flush, or maybe they're inside this beautiful neo-angled shower with the huge skylight matte feature. I got my glass doors here. Or maybe they're just brushing their teeth with this decorative vanity that has a pressed surface countertop, pop-up power station, and medicine cabinet. Regardless, they're not going to be disrupted by you and vice versa. Then add that to the fact that you have great little linen storage. They really maximize that. Look, they even followed the curve of the wall. What am I going to put there? I don't know, but they're going to be pyramid-style towels by the time I pull them out. And I got the hanger, plus my max vent fan. Very nice upgrade. Most RVs only put the little mini fan. This little joker here will move about a foot of air per second out of your RV. Add that to the fact that you got also a water management system in here known as the Shower Miser. That 54-gallon fresh tank that you have on this is going to feel a lot bigger, knowing that you have more water pressure without using as much water. And here we are going from the bedroom and bathroom area to the gorgeous living and kitchen area of our 2608BS Rockwood. Now, this thing is so fancy. I feel bad sitting like this. I feel like I must sit like this because it requires a more refined gentleman that doesn't have the wallet to carry that refinement. But thankfully, the Rockwood doesn't have the tag that requires that wallet. But you know what it does have? It has beautiful lights, has beautiful cabinetry, strut supported with the blackout inlay, including I got day shades, I got night shades on all my windows in this space. And they even gave me a 67-inch love seat that has perfect view of my smart TV. I got my component shelf, my Bluetooth command system for all my entertainment, and my fireplace, which has roughly 5,000 BTUs of heat, multi-flame setting, and multi-light setting. But having the 10-inch console means I got nice cup holders, but more importantly, I got bigger armrests. So when I want to kick back, and Uncle Chris wants to take a nap in your RV, this is probably where he's going to do it. Windows all the way around me, panoramic, openable for great breeze as well as light. And if I want to make myself a meal, you don't need anything else. So let's talk about this kitchen. From the moment you walk in the main entryway of your 2608BS, you have kitchen, storage, versatile space. What am I talking about? Right here is technically your pantry. Now, big old kitchen, big old pantry. But the shelves are removable, so if you need to make this ward space, maybe install our hanger bar. You do have the hangers here for coats, whatever you may need, but the versatility of giving me storage, shelving, plus mudroom for my shoes when I come in, all on decorative soft closed doors. Very nice. Right behind me is where I'm going to have my info panel. Now, this is where you come to see, okay, how my tank's looking, how about my lights, what about my water heater? Do I need to cut those on? You also have tank pads on this beauty too. So your 54-gallon fresh, your 90-gallon gray, and your 45-gallon black tank will be protected in that cold weather. You also have your HVAC controls for one of your two ACs and your furnace all right here. And they even framed out the space so that when you walk in, you feel like you're walking into something a little bit nicer, a little bit more residential. You do have the oversized 10.7 cubic foot, 12-volt fridge that does have the double opening door. And for your freezer, it's got the pull-out drawer. I like this because it just looks cooler. It looks cleaner. I like the acrylic front, but more importantly, the space to me is laid out better. Kind of like this kitchen. The only knock that I give the kitchen is that if I'm cooking at this recessed 3-burner cooktop, which has the knife block behind it, by the way, if somebody's doing dishes, we're probably going to be bumping hips. So maybe not the best flow, but as a couple, I think, well, you don't like my dance? That was my TikTok move. You didn't like that, Ryan? Man, look, I know I don't have the cake, so I won't present to you the cake, but I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. But they did give me solid surface countertops, undermounted stainless steel sink with the high-rise pull-down sprayer and the double drying racks. Now, visibility, beauty, and flow in this are great. The only thing I wasn't crazy about was that my extension of the countertop here was dropped down. And I would like to see a pop-up power station, but they gave me this. I got my solar charge controller right here, USB charging, shelf, as well as soft closed drawers. I mean, this is just pristine. It's a beautifully laid out coach. And for cooking, I got the microwave plus the oven. A lot of manufacturers have gone to just the combo microwave. So having this, very nice. Having solid wood cabinet doors that are strut supported up top, extremely nice. But to me, the best part is that beauty right there, your windshield. Then when it comes time to enjoy those camp cooked meals, come on, baby. We got the, wow, this cushion is soft. I'm still sinking into it. This is actually pretty nice. Either that or I need to cut back on the carbs. This is really nice. This is fluffy and comfortable. But my table removes out. It also reduces down. So if I need to make it a coffee table, I can. But this is the base to turn your dinette into a sleeper as well. So a great space for the guests or the kids. And it's comfortable, got enough room for 4 adults to enjoy the camp cooked meals and play the games. Everything you need to enjoy a camping experience that's well built is in this one. But speaking of the build, let's go outside and talk about it a little bit. And here we are on the outside of your all-new Forest River Rockwood 2608BS. Once again, 6,900 pounds dry, 29 feet 8 inches, less than 30 feet, sweet spot for the state parks. And you got some sweet amenities on this beauty too. Like, how about the BAL 5.1 automatic leveling system? Not just stabilization, but leveling as well. It's pretty much one touch. You got twin 30-pound LP tanks. Battery box on the battery rail located right behind, and this is a oversized powder-coated single weld frame with extremely strong construction. Add that to the fact that you do have the heated and enclosed underbelly, the mini diamond-plated rock guard, that automotive-grade coating that you have on your front cap with the windshield. That is an actual windshield. That's not plastic. Come around to the off-camp side, and this is where I think what Forest River does with the Rockwood construction really kind of comes into play. Everything from the beautiful fiberglass exterior, which is specially coated, to the frameless windows that we have with the 80% tint, to the fact that this is a 6-sided aluminum cage on this thing. Even the slides and the seats inside are aluminum frame. That's how sturdy this coach is. They put thought and they put effort into this bad boy. Then to construct it, because you got this, you got the composite wall on the inside, you got the foam insulation, then you got the composite and the other wall. All of that is vacuum bonded and laminated. So they take it and they apply 120 pounds per square inch of pressure and hold it for like 20 to 40 minutes so that all that stuff comes together and gets sturdy and strong so you don't lose anything going down the road. This is a storage door right here, which is locked, and I didn't have the key because your Rockwood is key to like. And this right here is the back of your Suburban furnace. Now, you do have a solar panel on this one with an inverter and a charge controller, but if you wanted to add the briefcase to trickle charge those batteries, bam, you got the Zamp Quick Connect right there. Solid step over steps with the safety rail, and I like how they did this because it's extendable, plus it locks away, and you even have the scare light at night to give you some security. I'm going to talk about the tires once we get around to the other side, because you do have some awesome features on these, and yeah. Anyway, so you got this rail right here, which you can slide your griddle onto, your entry point into the bedroom in the rear. Another rail for sliding on the grill, whatever you need, and your LP Quick Connect is located underneath. But check out the awning that you have here that runs almost the entire campsite of this coach. It's so big that they even have a support for it midway down. LED lit, external shower with hot and cold right there, fresh tank fill for your 54-gallon fresh tank. 4x4 sewer hose storage is located right here, and this is your external command system. Now, this is where you can plug in your cable. You got your tank flush, you got your city connection, as well as your antifreeze or winterization inlet there as well. You got your 2-inch receiver hitch, so if you want to put the bike rack on there, you want to haul some wood, maybe a generator, great spot for it. And you'll also see that you're set up for backup camera, and you have a ladder on here as well. That roof, fully laminated and walkable with a awesome roof system that's on there. Got your 50-amp plug right here. This is my slide. And the only knock that I would give this is probably some of the exterior storage. Sure, you got that mini compartment up there, but this is pretty much your main exterior storage, and it is accessible from that bed like we saw inside. But this right here and the tires is what I want to talk about. So come here. Those are Goodyear Endurance E-rated tires that are nitro filled. What does that mean? Well, you know what nitrous does to tires. It makes them a little bit lighter so that they're not going to run as hot, hopefully. But your tire pressure monitoring that's on this is also the band monitor. Right here is your command center for it. Put this in your truck. You're not only going to get the pressure, you're going to get the temperature. Number one cause of RV accidents is tire blowouts. Having this not only is awesome, but it should give you some peace of mind. And I got to tell you, it's imperative to get some form of TPMS on your RV. You'll see your windows inside your slides, which also have the slide topper. I love their construction. Underneath is going to be your terminations. Now remember, you got 54, 90, and 45. So you got 2 gray tanks on this beauty. And the control for your docking lights is right here on the off-cam side, right below your info panel. This is where you come to see how much does this coach weigh. So gross vehicle weight on this one is 8,702 pounds, but our dry weight is 6,876. The difference between those two is what you can carry on it or your cargo carrying capacity. But here's the deal. You never want to max out the tanks. You never want to max out the load in your vehicle or your RV. If you don't know what your vehicle can tow, you don't have the owner's manual, rv.campingworld.com, or just bring it in. But for a couple that wants an extremely well-appointed and beautiful, well-built coach, this Rockwood 2608BS, not 268, but 2608BS, that front kitchen, the bedroom, the fact that you got true pass-through and true separation of space makes this one stand out as one that's going to be an enjoyable experience for the couples. But leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. And as always, come check it out at your local Camping World or rv.campingworld.com. I'm Chris Young. I'll see you soon.